everyone, it's Jen. So today's video is going to be a little different. One, because it is unedited, I'm not using any jump cuts, I'm not doing any editing at all, it's just full one take. So if I mess up, I'm gonna have to start all over again. Yay! And the reason for that is because I broke my laptop again. I was a flop and I spilled a drink all over it and now it's in laptop heaven. Yay, awesome. So the other reason why it's kind of a different video is because I'm just going to sit down and tell you a story of how I struggled with my acne and how I got rid of it for good. So I'm just going to go right into it. I started getting acne when I was about 12 years old, and I was sad about it because not a lot of 12-year-olds my age had as many zits as I did at the time. So it was definitely hard for me. And I mean, I didn't have severe acne when I was that age, but I did have more zits than most of my peers. So the first thing that I tried using to get rid of it was Proactive. And at the time, it was really it was advertised everywhere. It was always on TV. I always saw it whenever I was watching TV. A commercial would pop up for it. And I thought, since there's so much hype about this, it probably works really well. So I asked my mom to order it and I used it. The first week it wasn't doing much, like it actually wasn't doing anything at all, and I was just like, well, maybe I just gotta use it more, maybe I have to wait a couple more weeks. So I used it for about 3 weeks, I want to say, and it didn't do anything for my skin. So I was like, okay, I'm forgetting about Proactive, it doesn't work. So then I just kind of started using all these different drugstore topical treatments and face washes. Nothing was working for me, and I was using all these different products and different brands of products for like a year. So finally, when I was 13, my mom got me a dermatologist, and I was really, really happy because, dermatologists are the real deal. They know what's good for your skin, they know what will help you, so I was super pumped about that. So I went to my dermatologist and she prescribed me with 2 topical treatments. The first one was Epiduo, which I had heard of, and I'd seen it on TV as well. That's the commercial where they're like, home remedies not working for you, and then you see all these teens putting like seaweed and toothpaste on their face and they're like, try Epiduo. So I'd seen that on TV just as much as I saw Proactive, so I was kind of excited about that. And then she also prescribed me another topical treatment called Acne, which I had never heard of before, and she said use Acne in the morning and use Epiduo at night. So I used that for a while. I feel like Epiduo didn't do much for me, but I heard from other people that it helped them, but Epiduo wasn't helping me. I think Acne did help me a little more than Epiduo, but I don't know. So I went back to my dermatologist and I was like, yo, Epiduo is not working out for me, and Acne is not doing much either. She's like, okay, then we'll try something else. I think she prescribed me with something after that, and I just completely forgot. But she prescribed me all these different topical treatments and nothing was working for me, and I became so damn frustrated. I was like, why is my skin so hard to work with? Like, why is nothing working? And I was so angry and just so depressed with my skin. And then she decided to step it up a bit and she prescribed me with a pill called, I think it's called minocycline. I'm not quite sure. It was something along those lines. And basically it was a antibacterial type pill, and basically it just killed all the bad bacteria in my body, especially on my face, because one of the causes of acne is bacteria. So that actually did help me a lot. It did make my zits and my acne less noticeable. It like got rid of the redness and it reduced the size. So it did help me a lot, but it still wasn't doing me justice. I just wanted my skin completely clear. I wanted all my zits just gone because I was getting so tired of it. I was so insecure about myself. I didn't even want to step out of my house. I never took any photos of myself either. Like, I wish I could show you guys photos, but I just never took any because my skin was that bad. I think I'll try to find one and post it on Twitter one day, but obviously I can't post it right now because I'm not editing this video. So then, after all the struggle and all the frustration, my dermatologist decided to go all the way and prescribe me with Accutane. And I'm sure a lot of you have heard what Accutane is. It's basically a pill, a very, very, very powerful pill that is actually, it was once pulled off the market because it had such horrible side effects. So I'd seen many videos of different people talking about their Accutane experience, and I actually saw a video of Elle Fowler. She made a video about it, and I'll link that down below if you want to watch it. But basically, my dermatologist was like, yeah, you can try Accutane if you want, but my mom and I were a little skeptical about it because she kept telling us, like, it is very powerful, you have to get a lot of blood tests done because it's harmful to your vital organs, possibly, and it has such horrible side effects, and I was like, you know what, I don't care, I need my skin clear, like, I'm sick and tired of this, I will do anything. So then she said, okay, well, if we're going to prescribe you with Accutane, before you take it, you need to take 2 pregnancy tests. And I was like, why do I have to do that? Because I was 14 at the time. Obviously, I wasn't having sex. I was like, no, I'm not. I know I'm not pregnant. But she's like, it doesn't matter. It's a law. It's actually, it is a law that you have to take 2 pregnancy tests before taking Accutane. And I was like, well, great. So I took 1 pregnancy test. It was a blood test. I had to go to the lab and get my blood drawn once. And then a week later, I had to go back and get another blood test done and to make sure that I wasn't pregnant. So the reason why they do that is because Accutane has a 100% birth defect. So if you take Accutane while you're pregnant, your baby will guaranteed have a birth defect. So they're really strict about it. And another thing I had to do was I had to go online to iPledge.com and I had to take a pledge saying that I wouldn't have sex for the time that I was taking Accutane, which was 5 months. So I was like, yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm 14. I'm not doing any of that. So then after all that, they finally gave me the medicine and I was so happy to take it. I was a little scared because I kept hearing all these, horrible things about it, like the side effects and what it can do to you. But I was like, I don't care. I'm taking it. So while I was on it, I only had 2 side effects. The first side effect was dry skin. And the reason for that is because what the pill does is it poisons the oil glands in your face and it just sucks all the moisture out of your body, basically. So my skin was dry and my lips were always chapped and it was horrible, but it was definitely worth it. And the other side effect I had was joint pain because the moisture from my bones was getting sucked out as well, so I had horrible joint pain. But those were the only 2 side effects I had, and I know that for a fact everyone gets dry skin while going on it, so I always had to moisturize my face and apply chapstick like every 5 minutes, but I was totally fine with it. I also had to get my blood drawn once or twice a month to make sure that it wasn't doing any harm to my vital organs like my heart and my liver and my kidneys and things like that. I was fine, nothing happened to me, thank God. So after the 5 months was over, guess what? My skin was clear and I was so happy. I was the happiest I'd been in my entire life. I finally had clear skin, I finally felt beautiful, I finally had confidence in myself, I finally started taking pictures and I started going out and I was just ecstatic. And my clear skin lasted for about a year and a half, and then in the middle of my junior year, my acne came back, and I was so angry. Oh my God, I was just furious. So I went back to the dermatologist and I was like, look what happened. My acne came back. And she's like, oh. And I was like, yeah. So then she's like, well, we can put you back on Accutane if you want. And I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do it again. So I went back on Accutane, had to take 2 pregnancy tests again, got to take iPledge again, and I had to get my blood drawn. I had to do everything all over again. But it was fine. After the 5 months was over, my skin cleared up again, and I was so happy. And I think, so that was like the end, it was like the middle of last summer. So it's been a year since then, and my skin has stayed clear like this, and it's been awesome. So that's basically that. That's the story. Now I'm just going to talk a little bit about how I maintain my clear skin. The first thing I use Clarisonic, and with Clarisonic I use Biore, I don't have it with me, but I think it's called Biore Charcoal Face Cleanser, something like that. So I wash my face with that every night, and I also use a Neutrogena spot treatment, like a pimple, because I do still get zits, like every so often, like when I'm on my period, things like that, but it hasn't been as bad as it once was, which I'm so grateful for. So I do that. I still take minocycline, which is that pill I talked about that I took before Accutane. I still take that every day to maintain my smooth skin, and that's basically all I do. I think I'm going to make a video later talking about my everyday skin routine just to go into more depth with that. But yeah, that's basically that. And I'm going to try to find a picture and show you guys how bad my face was, because it was horrible. It was, I don't even want to talk about it. Like, it was so bad. But yeah, that's basically it. I don't want to talk too much because my camera turns off after 10 minutes and I don't want that to happen because I can't edit it. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope that helped you if you're struggling with acne. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more weekly videos, follow me on all my social media down below, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!